Hey guys, okay, I am excited to show you this new game, Breachway. It's being made by Hooded Horse, the people who are making Falling Frontier. If you're excited about science fiction games, like hard science fiction, spaceship, stuff like that, if you're really into the expanse, I think this is a series of games you're going to be very interested in. It's definitely got the aesthetic, it's got a feel, it's got a lot of the themes. This game has a cool little narrative demo to get you started, but we're going to jump it right into a regular game just so I can show you the basics of like what this game is. Is it fun? Are you going to enjoy it? Okay, once you're in the game, you're going to be picking your ship. Now when you start, you're really just going to have one ship available. As you go deeper into the game a little bit, like other roguelikes like FTL, you unlock other ships that have different capabilities, give you different play styles to try to play. This first basic ship, it's got some lasers, they do a bunch of combos, it's got shields to protect yourself, and it's got some utility kind of stuff. It's good all around, and it's a good way to just see how this game plays. Right. So this is your map. You're going to be navigating your way basically from one side to the other side here in this early demo, this like first mission for the game. A couple things to note here. I'm traveling along these main paths. You can kind of go forever all the way to the end, kind of the way that you want to go. There are these little side paths. These cost fuel, and you can get some little bonuses and things like that, and extra little adventures by like going off the main path and exploring like through these different systems. But there's a limited number you'll be able to. Like you're only going to be able to spend 4 fuel on this very first mission here. Up here, this thing tells you some things about your ship, like the types of weapons that you have, and you get a peek at your cards to see kind of what you have. You have different crew members that have different abilities that you'll be able to use in the fight. And then you get to like manage the power systems for your ship. So like how much are you working on your weapons and your energy that you use to power shields and different utilities. And then some other things require you to slowly like build mass. It's like just another type of resource. You can upgrade your reactor to get kind of more of all of this stuff and get weapon upgrades, all kinds of interesting stuff. As you move along the map at each of these nodes, you're going to get little pop-ups that are going to give you story, give you questions, things like that. This very first one takes us right into combat. I'll let you see what it looks like. All right, so this is like the very first enemy ship you're going to fight. I don't know if it's always the same, but randomized, but it's always going to be pretty easy here just to kind of get you going. When you start, you have a card size of 4. This is very much like any other card game that you've played, but the mechanics are a little different. It's very well themed for science fiction, managing power, managing combinations, and managing your systems. Just starting off very quick, I'm just going to play a card called Capacitor. It's going to give me some energy. It's going to give me a resource. And this is how much I have to spend, and this is how much things cost. So like, for example, hey, these lasers cost 3. I've got 2 of them. That would be 6, but I've only got 5 power, so I won't be able to play them twice. Does it make sense for me to try to do it right now? Well, if I hold on to them, I've only got 1 card slot, so I'm pulling fewer cards. You can probably go pretty deep into what's the most efficient. Looking at your enemy, a cool thing up here is you get to see like what your enemy is going to do ahead of time. It's not like randomized. So every time the enemy goes, he's going to try to do these abilities in order, but some of them have to kind of build up. So like he has to fill up these two little dots here before you can use his ability. And when it's ready, it'll turn white on the outside, and that's why you know the next turn he's going to use it. So I know I'm not going to get attacked this turn because it's not filled up, and I know he's not going to build a shield because it's not filled up. I think just to show you kind of how it goes, I'm just going to play these. I'm going to gain a little bit of energy for doing an attack. And these lasers are precision attacks, so I can attack specific parts of the ship, not just like the main body of it. There are other attacks that are not precision, you're just attacking the hull straight, but these type of weapons allow you to potentially disable like parts of the ship and stuff like that. So it's got that kind of cool sci-fi, like target the enemy shields, target their weapons, take them out. Now the enemy's turn, he's building up potential, he's not doing anything yet, but I know it's now my turn. On his next turn, I know he's going to shoot me with a laser. So what do I want to do here? There's a couple things I can do. I can raise my shields. I can try to destroy his laser before he fires. But I've got 5 things here. Firing twice would take 6, and I would have to fire twice in order to destroy it. Does it make more sense for me to raise my shield? That's one thing I could do, but I want to show you an ability. You have different crew members down here. They do different stuff, and they cost different amounts. This crew member can give me 2 of each resource, and has a full 4 turn cooldown, and it costs 4 command, and I have 5. Like, for this slowly builds up over time. I have 5 right now, so let's just do it. I'm going to use this girl's ability. It gives me 2 of everything, so now I have 7 power, 13 energy. That's enough to do this twice. So I could use this Catalyst Pulse, has a 3 turn cooldown, does 4 damage, and the next card does an additional 1. So I'm going to shoot their laser. It damages it. It's not gone yet, but now I have enough power to shoot it again. Destroys it, so now I'm not going to get shot on this next turn, and they're not even ready to raise their shield, so they're just kind of not going to do anything on that first turn. Here's another thing to think about. I know I'm not going to get shot for 3 turns, because that's how long it's going to take them to repair the shield. So I'm just going to discard my shields, because I know that I'm not going to need them. That kind of like being able to see what your enemy is going to do allows you to plan kind of what you're going to do with your hand, which is kind of cool for strategy. Okay, end my turn. They show us some animations. Now I know that next turn he's going to raise his shield. It's not up yet though, so any attacks that I hit anywhere is going to go to the hull. I'm going to shoot him, do a little bit of damage because I know I want to sneak that in before he gets his shields up. Right, and now yeah, he's preparing again. He's got his shield up. It's already on the cycle to recharge and do stuff again, but now he has 4 shield protecting him, so I've got to eat through all of that before I can start attacking his hull again. You also might wonder, like, why am I drawing? What determines how many cards I'm drawing? Well, they've got this mechanic where when you use cards, it has a certain cooldown. It goes in this cooldown pile. It tells you how many are coming out of the cooldown pile, and how many you can currently draw. So I have nothing to draw. If I had a card that said draw 1 card, there would be nothing to draw right now. So I've only got 2 cards in my hand. Next turn, I could draw up to 4. So I could do a little bit of shield damage to him, and really just take his shields down all the way. And the other thing to think about is every turn, shields like drop by half anyway, even if you don't do anything to them. So like, is it worth shooting it? Well, one thing that's interesting here is if I play this card, I get energy for attacking, right? The thing is, I don't have very much attack power. This would cost 3, that would take me down to 1. So it's honestly maybe not even worth it right now for me to even bother with even having this card. So I'm just going to discard it because I know I've got 15 power. That's all I need for a while. And also, having 15 is a lot. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take one away. I'm going to put it into attack. So now this is going to go faster. That's a cool, like, you know, like the Star Trek manage your shields and your power, like divert power from the weapons into the shields kind of stuff. Well, now I'm diverting power basically from my shields into my weapons because I know that's what I need right now. I want to like overpower this guy's defenses and take him out. Alright, so he's getting ready to fire a laser at me. He's got 2 shield, 8 hit points. Can I do 10 damage this turn? It doesn't look like I can, so there's no way I'm gonna kill him in 1 turn. It's not gonna happen. I don't want to take damage from this laser because damage throughout this game is persistent. Like, I don't want them to slowly wear me down before I even get to the boss. So I'm gonna take this shield, activate a shield amount around my ship that will absorb 6 damage. I know that he's going to do 4, so I know I'm going to survive it. I also suspect pretty strongly he is not going to live for that much longer. So I'm going to get rid of my next shield card, hold on to these 2 attack cards. I'm building up my attack and my energy. I'm just going to skip the turn. I know he's going to shoot me, and my shields are going to take it. Yep. Totally works out. I'm still alive. His weapons are on cooldown. His shield, he's gonna reinforce his shield next turn. He's only got 1 right now, and he's got 8 hit points. I'm going to use this Catalyst Pulse, which not only does damage, but it makes my subsequent attacks do more damage. Well, it's going to cost me 9 to do all of my cards. I have 12. I think it's going to work out. With this kind of weapon, you just target a subsystem. So we're going to target the shields. I don't think it'll really matter. And then my next shot, it even has a +1 bonus. Probably going to take out his entire ship. Yeah, and you get this cool explosion. I'm going to gain some money. Right after some major battles, you're going to get the ability to immediately upgrade your ship. So I can decide, like, am I going to be more offensive? I'm going to put an attack card on my deck. I'm going to put another shield card on my deck. A utility card, what do I want? And this is pretty much the way the game plays. You pick a thing, you upgrade your ship, you continue on, you get money. You get back to this map and you're working your way through it to get all over to the end, to like a boss fight, and then off into the unknown. And this is just a demo for the game. There are certainly going to be more missions and more ships and all kinds of stuff. I'm pretty excited for this game. I love science fiction. I love like the expanse and the stories and the kind of vibe of like being in this little ship in the complex political environment, kind of fighting your way through. And so, yeah, I'm excited about this game. You should definitely check it out. The demo is completely free on Steam. You can just download it and play. Have a good time. And then when the full game comes out, you can put it in your wish list now, and you can get the full game when it comes out. I think this game is pretty cool. It's pretty fun. It's like a lot of other card games, but it has a lot of themes that are in the vein of the science fiction. If you're excited, if you're into Mech Warrior, if you're in the Expanse and stuff like that. Awesome. Well, I hope you guys check out this game. I think it's gonna be pretty fun.